Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Grant. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Lewis.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. You know what to do. Let's have a good, clean fight.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Well, one fighter here, as we've seen time and time again, that just doesn't have the physicality. He doesn't have the overall strength against his opponent. But what does he have?
Well, he has the greatest muscle that the human body has, the brain muscle. Use it. Be smart. Give angles. Get out. Keep your opponent off balance. If he's bigger and stronger, he needs a certain kind of set position to use that. Do not give that to him.
How about that? Back-to-back he lands by Ленокс Lewis. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Grant. Able to dismiss that body shot. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that, you say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy. What is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Teddy, Ленокс has had a very interesting career. Many would say at times a roller coaster career because he had the instances where the chin gave out on him.
Yeah, he has, but the most important thing in his mind is he's come back and he believes in himself, and that's where that great amateur background comes in. He's been down dark roads before.
able to cover up that gut. On the mark, the counter punch by Grant. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Grant. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Lewis. Gets rid of that body shot. Lands flush with the two-punch combo by Lewis. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Well-placed counterpunch by Grant. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Grant. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Lewis. Lewis stuck around to win his Olympic gold medal. He had his shot in 1984, came up short, and then stuck around to come back and grab it in 88.
And that has stayed with him, and that has served him beautifully, because that confidence he gained from beating the best in the world, yes, in the amateurs, but still, in his mind, he can do the same in the pros.
And he's able to land consecutive shots. Well done by Grant. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Part of it is physical, and you know what it is? It's the neck. That's the shock absorber, but most of it's mental. You have to want to take the punches. You have to will yourself through the punches. This guy has some will.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good defensive skill with the block by Big. Seconds to go in this round. And a well-placed counter by Grant. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? It does depend on each guy.
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Grant is able to avoid that punch. Lennox Lewis is just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym or what they don't show him.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Grant. Well, we're watching Lennox Lewis here tonight, but Teddy, you know, a lot of American fight fans, sometimes they turn the other way with Lennox Lewis. They never really got behind him because they don't like the way he acts as a heavyweight champion.
Well, Americans want you to wear your heart out on your sleeve to a certain point. They like emotion. They love emotion. And Lewis doesn't show that kind of passion. He's very contained, very cerebral, but he knows how to get results where it counts, in the ring.
Well-targeted counterpunch by Lewis. Halfway through round number 4. Excellent counterpunch by Grant. Grant's putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
And a smart counterpunch by Grant. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Grant. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Lewis. 4th round now with his last 10 seconds. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Grant's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Able to get rid of that one. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. blocks away that headshot. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Blocks that belt line well. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Just striking his target twice in a row by Grant.
Teddy, early on in the career of Ленокс Lewis, a lot of the British fans actually didn't gravitate towards him because he was one of these nomadic kind of fighters. You know, Jamaican, lived in Britain, but won a gold for Canada.
Yeah, but the most important part of that geography is his own. He had his own identity. He knew where he stood. He knew where his confidence came from. He knew what his style was.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. "90 seconds to go here in this round. A good block. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Nice, precise work, doubling it up by Ленокс Lewis. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Lewis. Well-targeted counter punch by Grant. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Grant's eye is now cut. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
staying away from the danger there. Parries that punch away. Well-placed counter punch by Grant. Lewis is getting caught with headshots. But Teddy, to me this is pretty simple. Move your head.
Otherwise, the other guy will. And he's been moving his head for him all night.
Committing to the head work. You see him go there again. Sharp and accurate 1-2 by Lewis. At the halfway point of round 7. Very clean offense from defense by Grant. Grant's corner is going to really need to step up and handle that swelling. And a good counter by Grant. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Lewis. Good block by Lenokс.
Beautiful. Nice movement there.
Good action here tonight. Both guys bringing their best, and both guys meeting each other stride for stride, punch for punch. Tough fight to score here as we're back underway. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. What a good counter punch by Grant. And a well-placed counter by Grant. Seconds to go, halfway through round 8. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Grant. Again to the melon. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1-minute mark to go. Good block there by Grant. Guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. And just as we anticipated, toe-to-toe right from the start.
No introductions necessary.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Grant. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Good stuff there. 2 in a row by Grant. Able to dismiss that body shot. Good combination by Grant. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Ленокс blocks a punch. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Grant's now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter, and that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
A headshot blocked. Tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Lewis. Blocks that punch. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Lennox Lewis. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. And a good counter by Lewis. And a sharp counter punch by Lewis. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Good scoring counter punch by Lewis. Nice two-punch combo by Lewis. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Grant. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. They start up again, back to action here with another round, but who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Good block there by Big. Lennox blocks a punch. And a smart counter punch by Grant. We got an interesting fight here. It looks like one man is seemingly in control, but the other is still live, is still game, is still capable. May need to hit that jackpot, though.
Well, he probably does need that knockout. So right now he has to adjust his game plan, his thinking a little bit. He's got to look for a spot to land one big shot.
Oh, and there you go. Grant's been stunned. On the mark, the counter punch by Grant.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Well-placed counter punch by Lewis. Now that's some fine work right there by Grant. Putting him in position against the ropes. They both decide to bring it. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Defense turns to offense by Lewis. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man,
What do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind them exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just the big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Turn the sender with the left hand. Hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Grant. In and out, in and out, in and out. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Grant's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Well, that wraps it up. Now, let's send it up to our ring announcer for the decision.
Your winner, Lewis.
Lennox Lewis is your winner by majority decision.
Very close fight, but more importantly, a satisfying fight for everybody, especially the fans.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time at the fights.